Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Life Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Bombers. Chill.
Here's Nix to throw right away. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
42-yard line. Ready. Captain. Bombers.
Now it's Nix. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Go. 5-9.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. And now they'll shift things around. Here's Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on the quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hey, cap. Baylor tight.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Savon Revel.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Throwing Nix. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Cole Kmet, 33 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Herbert now. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Here's Herbert. That's complete to DK. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Herbert. Launching one for Henderson. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Travion Henderson, 48 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Go.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
Set.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
5-9.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Set.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Set. 59. 80.
Herbert off of play action. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Lion. Hey, Ram.
In motion left is a running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Set. 80. Hey, Ram.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Let's go.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He'll try and do this himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
4-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
5-9.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Miami.
Moment to try. Go.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
Herbert back to the air. That is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now a second and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea.
Taking it right down Broadway. And running with power here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DJ Moore, 70 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Chill. Captain. Olay. Bombers. Chill.
Nix to the air. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. To throw, here's Nix. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Bombers. Hold on, son. Ready. My name is Hut. Chill. What do you want?
To throw is Nix. He's into space past the 25. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the right, yeah.
Now it's Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Nix. Touchdown, Jets. Jalen Warren, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. first down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Here's Herbert.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. On Herbert, his third interception. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Nix.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Looking to throw. Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
At the 18-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Herbert changing things up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Go.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Bombers. Captain.
Throwing Nix. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Bombers. Captain. Throw.
Operating from the gun, Nix.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Bombers.
They'll go play action with Nix.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Off the play fake, Nix.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
That'll be complete to Henderson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Herbert now. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Herbert going to change the look.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
59.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Here's Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That pass complete to Moore.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another first down. To the air again, Herbert.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now it's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's got it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal.
Touchdown!
Trevion Henderson.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Moore, the man in motion. Back to throw here, Herbert.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game.
42. Dolphins 32. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
Yeah.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Cole Kmet with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after monster right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
A loss of 6. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Herbert going to change the play here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert to the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Herbert throwing again.
They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Oh, boy, kind of hold your breath here because Justin Herbert, he appears to be in some discomfort after that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Miller will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards?
He's got a man, complete. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 45 yards.
And the Jets are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
56. Dolphins 39.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Dolphins on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
To throw is Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Nix to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, is the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Here's Nix. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Captain.
To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll go play action with Nix. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Back to throw.
And the Dolphins first down.
And brought in downfield by Burks. And he's brought down.
18 more yards. That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Back to throw now on first down.
Now he'll tuck this and run. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Check, smash, check, smash.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides.